Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls. So, what I have to do off screen that none of you guys have seen, thankfully, is turns out when I made my backups for my Steam games, for some reason my Dark Souls 2 save file did not transfer over. So I literally had to play through the entire game again on a new character. But I used the same class, and I managed to get back to the point I left off at in the recordings. So that's all good, thankfully. But you're going to notice my inventory is probably going to be a little bit different because of that, so let's just go over that right now. The only difference is I decided to go for the tower shield and I got 30 strength to wield it. I also managed to get a sea bow drop, which is definitely way better than the normal bow. It's actually a pretty decent bow, to be completely honest. Now as for items and stuff, you're probably going to notice immediately that I don't have any gold pine resins, and that's because I had a tougher time with the rune sentinels off screen than I did when I beat the boss, and I ended up using up both gold pine resins I had. But whatever. In any case, today we're going to be moving on, and I may actually disable my online on purpose just because I've been playing a different character off screen. I've been playing a mage class, and yeah. Actually, I don't have the soul to unlock that, so I'm going to need to go to Lost Bastille real quick. Because I did not unlock that in this file yet. I did not unlock that secret path thing, which I think I unlocked in my other playthrough. I can't remember. I honestly can't, so I'm just going to go right back to Lost Bastille real quick. And sure, we'll go to Servant's Quarters. So, because I've been playing a mage class off screen, I actually got a little bit farther in that class, like through all the optional stuff in Lost Bastille. So those locked doors that I didn't open down there, where the boss fight was, boss fight against the Lost Sinner or whatever. Yeah, that door there. Turns out the only thing that's behind those locked doors is just stuff for mages, so not overly important that I get that. Large club could be nice, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be using it. Do I have a Pharaoh's Lockstone to unlock the way to the Belfry? I don't think I do. Yeah, and I can't unlock that without using it. Do I have one? Because I should probably unlock the Belfry anyway. I do have one, and Belfry is unlocked. Alright, that means I have no Pharaoh's Lockstones left, though, so that's actually kind of bad, but this is the PvP area, and as I found out to my own horror, I don't have good enough internet for PvP because, well, you just put it this way, shit sucks. And I've already been invaded just for entering. So, here you get to watch me die. I'm probably gonna get backstabbed, let's be completely honest. I'm just gonna be completely honest, I'm probably gonna end up getting backstabbed. And I'm dead. So yeah. Actually, that fight wasn't as bad, but like, I ran into some fights last night that were goddamn terrible. Where for some reason my connection just decided, you know, I have a fun time today. And what ended up happening, if that fucking dog would shut up, is basically, like, I would get backstabbed even though the guy is standing directly in front of me. And that's not cool. I actually even got backstabbed with my back to a wall, and the guy was standing in front of me, and I don't know how it happened. I'm gonna call bullshit on it, and yeah. So because of connection problems to the servers and that, there could be some bad times had. But basically, you have a chance of getting invaded anytime you're even in this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a smart thing. And I'm just going to try and do this area as quickly as possible, so that we can have as little pain as possible. And I'm going to try the optional boss, because might as well try for the key. So he's just going to throw fireballs at me, which I'm fine with. Because I'm getting shot by arrows. Thank you, invulnerability. So now I've done that, if I was a mage class, I might actually fight these guys a little bit more than I am. The reason I want to fight these guys actually is because they have some pretty good drops for mages. That's the sound of the gate opening. And that's the sound of me leaving. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to travel the mist right here, and I'm going to fight a boss that is probably going to go very poorly. Hey, remember Dark Souls 1? Remember the gargoyles? Okay, lock on, please. Thank you. Stage 1 for success. I don't want to be facing the wrong way. And I just got ruined. That's going to happen a lot. Just fair warning. You only seen 2 of these guys. I'm not going to spoil the surprise for people who have not played this game yet and have played the first one. But I believe I can probably do it. I do a lot of damage. Problem is I'm going to have to get in close, and that's the worst way to fight those guys. The best way to fight those guys, as I found out from my mage class, is from distance. Because they don't really have any real distance attacks outside of when they start shooting fire. Which probably won't be happening much. Okay, I have a lot of human effigies in case I need them, so I'm not too worried. Look at the boss another shot, then I'll probably have the human effigy. So the secret to this area is literally just run past everything, because there's no point to fighting it and you're just gonna get invaded. Matter of fact, even offline you will get invaded. Fun fact. So here's where I died. The nice thing about this boss fight is at least you have a really good chance of getting your souls back. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to bait these guys into attacking. That's literally the best thing that can happen. And he's already at half health. And he hit me. I think a third one just woke up. Lock, please. So I'm going to drink now. Might seem dumb, but you really need to keep on your... He's at half health, which is bad. When these guys reach half health, they just automatically use fire attacks and bad things. He might use his really bad one, which he is. Drink up. Drink milk, love life. Actually, what I think I've found is that it's actually way better to fight these guys if you can get them in the right pattern. Let some stamina recover here. These guys can do a lot of stamina damage. It's really annoying, actually. Drink up. There's a reason I'm using Estus instead of life gems. It's actually because it's slightly better to do that. Believe it or not. Yeah, it was actually pretty bad. And that was a really bad time. Oh, that's bad. Fire is always bad. And he stabbed me from behind even though I was backing up as far as I could have. Fuck me. I should have probably just rolled, but I was afraid he might turn with the fire. This is going to take a few tries. This took me a few tries with the mage class too. I could do a lot more damage with this class right now because mage classes really don't get much for damage dealing very early on. It's later on that they can get really good. So mage class is actually a little bit more painful in the early going, from what I found. Granted, it makes the very first boss very trivial having a mage class, because you don't need to learn about rolls. Whereas by comparison, let's just say that this class you kind of have to have a harder time in the beginning as well, just on the first boss, but and then the Pursuer is shit no matter who you fight him as. Mage class is actually too bad. Against the Pursuer, granted, I still died a crap ton because I'm bad at the Pursuer in general. So I'm just gonna grab my stuff real quick. Also, I should mention these gargoyles actually have an extra attack that you have not seen yet, because I've been fortunate. Alright. I'm actually taking a ton more damage than I want to. Okay, now he can use fire if he wanted to. Which is actually bad. You don't want these guys to use any fire attacks, but you also don't want this guy sneaking up on you. Okay, just out of range, which is the best place to be. And him behind you is the worst place you want to do. I'll just take... fuck me. Fuck me, fire. Yeah, if you don't start blocking that fire the second it comes at you, you just basically get trapped in it and you're fucked. It's not a fun fight. It's actually really a shitty fight. This fight is terrible. It's actually recommended you don't do this fight at all, and just wait till you're a higher level. It's actually the best recommendation I have for this fight, but I want an extra like 30,000 souls before I go for the next area, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I know exactly how to run through the Belfry real easy. And that dog missed me on almost every hit there. Matter of fact, he did miss me on every hit. What a shitty dog. So the worst thing that can happen to you in this area, really, if you do my strategy, is either someone invades you really fucking fast, or you accidentally fall down that one hole that's there. Which I have done several times, just from being impatient. Also, that guy usually does get a free hit on you. It's really annoying. Most annoying of all, though, is trying to I actually dodged that somehow. So I switch targets here. Because getting to this guy is going to be actually really good. Drink it just in time. Actually, the biggest danger of this fight is just not getting your shield up fast enough after a hit. Because for the most part, as long as you block fast enough after each hit, you'll actually be fine in this fight. Drink, because I won't get much of a chance. And he got behind me in the worst spot possible. There's a few bad spots these guys can get you in. I should have walked it, but I didn't want to run out of stamina. To be completely honest, most of this fight entirely revolves around your ability to dodge properly. And I asked this, so I'm fine. So now I have to really watch the guy I'm locking onto, because he is at the fire stage. If he decides he wants to fire attack me in the wrong spot, I'm gonna have a bad time. So a pro tip for this fight. You really do not want to get more than one of these guys below half health. The reason for that is if you get more than one of these guys below half health is their trigger for fire attacks. Like that. Just gonna drink. Because I've got time. Almost ran right into that fire, that would have been bad. A lot of bad things can happen in this fight. Fire attack being pretty much the worst that can happen. If I'm lucky, he will just dive bomb. That's actually a pretty rare attack for him to do. Okay, dodge that. I really need to kill this guy right now. I also feel it. I am feeling it right now. Drink my last Estus. And now in the last two. Which is pretty much just means I just have to do the rest of this fight perfectly and I will be fine. And he hit me even though my shield was there. Hitboxes in this game can be a little bit weird. Stamina. Try and bait him into an attack. Alright, one left. Now you're in trouble. Aren't you, you motherfucker? Yeah, stab me. And now you're done. What a chump. But yeah, that fight can be pretty painful. So now before I get invaded again, I'm just gonna run up here and get to the bonfire. Or I suppose down here is the actual correct term. And I'll grab whatever's in this chest. I can't remember what it is. This might be literally just doing this from mage class last night. Ritual band that's not even useful. I believe that's for spell use or something. I can't remember. Alright, wait, it's not useful for my class. I need to kind of restore my Estus though, so let's do that real quick, and now I will deal with the bad part. So if you want to get the key to get the stuff in those cells, the key is down here. Just a few dogs have to fight in order to get the key, though. Also, this guy loves stabbing you in the back when you're fighting dogs. He's a real asshole that way. There's way too many dogs, to be completely honest, but whatever. I'm more than confident I can recover those. Why did I do that for my souls? Why did I? Now I have to be more than confident in recovering my souls, otherwise I'm screwed. And that boss fight was pointless. Wish I got a better weapon for this. Okay. Fuck this guy and his spear of justice. Goodbye. Go fuck yourself. So I'll get his souls, however many that is. hard to tell when there's a big dumb... there's another dog. Goodbye, dog. Let's just grab that. I guarantee this is a fake message about a... Oh. It was just a message saying hooray for key. I thought it was just a fake wall message, which 90% of fake wall messages in this game seem to be fake, much like the walls themselves. Lots of people love this just spam illusory wall ahead against walls. And then people rate it, and it's terrible. It's really annoying, actually. But yeah, now we have absolutely no reason to ever go to this bonfire again. Because I have no idea what you would even do from here. I'm pretty sure this bonfire only exists for this section. I don't think you can get back up or do really anything else. But yeah, like I said earlier, I'm not going to be going back down to the tower area where the Lost Center was to unlock those doors. And the reason for that is because the only items in those cells are all for... well, there's a fire seed for pyromancy, and I think there's some shit for mages. Either way, none of it is... Well, no, wait. One's a smooth and silky stone. So none of those doors are even worth unlocking. But if you want a fire seed for pyromancy, that's where you get one. Real easy. So I need to make sure I keep 2,000 souls at least to unlock that gate. So let's level up. Considering I use my shield way more than I should, I'm probably going to stick to endurance over adaptability. Apparently it's the way it works, because I've read up a little bit on the wiki about stat building. It seems that normally adaptability is your substitute for endurance, where if you're going to use shields more, you want endurance. If you're going to use rolls more, you want adaptability. I'm obviously using shields more, so I'm sticking with endurance. So what I can do is I could build some faith and attune... No, I'm not building it. That would take too long, because I need 10 attunement for one slot. And that would take way too long to do, so I'm not even going to borrow attunement, which means I'm not going to borrow spells at all. So in other words, we're just going basically melee and bow. So, I'm going to go melee and bow. I have 3 level ups, I guess. So let's see what I can do here. I think I'm going to go... I'll get this up a couple so I can carry just a little bit more, because that'll help with the situation. And I think I will get in their dexterity, just so I can use my bow. If I could find the stone that lets me enchant stuff to poison, I might actually change my bow to a poison bow.